Hello. Let's take a look at something that pisses me off. Because everybody's wrong on this. The top 10 YouTube people in photography are wrong on this. They never talk about it. They always talk about the output of a sensor. That's like, well, that's BS. Camera, photography magazine, the same thing, BS. Well, the output of the Canon sensor looks so-and-so, or the sensor on the, Nikon uses Sony's sensors on some of their cameras. Like, well, yeah. That's not the secret sauce. Here's a mystery. 90% of what is inside your camera is not the sensor. It's a lot of stuff before it gets dropped onto your SD card or compact flash card. So let's dispel the BS. Okay, here we have the lens. I think we all know what goes on between the lens and the object that you're shooting. What do we have next? We have the mosaic filter. Well, we got an X-trans mosaic, and we got a Bayer, and we have some other mosaics that actually are pass filters for certain colors of light. Okay, you can certainly look that up. Next, we have the sensor underneath it. Well, actually, we have something in front of the mosaic filter. We have infrared pass filters, and we have anti-aliasing filters. So I actually should have drawn two more on top of the mosaic filter. So I should have gone lens, anti-aliasing, infrared pass, and then the mosaic. Okay, so now we're up to 3, 4, 5, okay. Lens, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's not it. I gotta flip the chalkboard around. After the mosaic filter, we've got the sensor. Okay, we have to talk about the type of sensor it is. Pixel pitch, larger photo sites, G over T, gain over time. Even though there have been improvements in the past several years, still, gain over time, same aperture, same shutter speed, larger photo sites, receiving better low tonal transmissions of light. It's capturing more information. Okay, so it's got less information per square millimeter, less translational information, but it's actually got a better grade of information. So you can capture more. Here's the can't have your cake and eat it too issue with the FX versus DX. DX will capture more information over the same period of time per square millimeter, but it will capture less quality of information over that period. The full frame sensor will be capturing less information, but the quality will be premium. After the sensor, we have the analog bus. The actual registering of the sensor information, not capturing photons. Light is a coaxial electrical circuit, and they're not little photons hitting your sensor. Anybody that tells you that crap is smoking crack, and they have their head up their butts of the cult of quantum. The cult of quantum is basically rehashed Greek atomism. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't add the anti-aliasing and the infrared pass filter. Camera may not have an anti-aliasing, but this isn't the whole story. After the analog bus, then, oh my goodness, we have the ADC converter, analog to digital converter. Yeah, okay. And then we have the signal to noise ratio processor, or the digital processor. But this is where signal to noise, see, a noise has certain frequencies, can be dialed out. Remember, ISO has nothing to do with light, ISO has nothing to do with exposure, and ISO is not sensitivity. Nothing to do with light, nothing to do with exposure, nothing to do with sensitivity. It's a fact, it's undeniable. After the SNR, the digital processor, we got the buffer. Bigger buffer lets you actually machine gun off a bunch of shots for sports photography. Then you get dropped on the SD card or the compact flash card. So every time I hear crap about someone saying, well, the sensor, well, like the Nikon D700 and the D3 are the exact same sensor, but they got rather radically different output. Same sensor. Why are they different? Because of all the crap that exists after the sensor. Lens, infrared pass, anti-aliasing, mosaic, sensor, analog bus, transport the information, AD converter, analog to digital converter. Then we have the digital processor, SNR firmware. Then we have the buffer. Then we get dropped to the SD card. So all of this crap you keep hearing about sensor, so there's a lot of electronics in your DSLR. You take one apart, you'll be amazed. It's 10 pounds of poo in a 5-pound bag. It's not just the sensor. I mean, people think that like information goes from your sensor to your SD card. and that ain't what's going on. The secret sauce of every camera, when Nikon makes a camera, the first thing Canon does when they tear it apart is they don't give a damn about the sensor. They know what sensor's in there. Who gives a crap about that? They care about all this stuff after the sensor. That's what they reach. When Canon builds a camera and Nikon tears it apart to backwards engineer what the hell they've done, they don't care about the sensor. They care about all that stuff after the sensor. That's what's important in your camera. Does that help you take better photographs? No, it doesn't, but it's good to know stuff. It's good to know your equipment. And these are all the many variables that add up to whether your camera output is good or bad. Obviously, this is why you should shoot RAW. You may not like the output of your camera, but this is why you shouldn't be shooting JPEGs, because you can adjust the hell out of it. You have a lot of latitude for adjustment in post on your computer. Anyway, is that old saying from the television set, the more you know? Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.